12 Q-Oats presents The Secret to Building Stronger Relationships, What Science Reveals. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with perfectly curated images of couples online and thought leaders sharing their success stories, it's ironic that we're lonelier than ever. The science is startling. 1 in 3 adults reports feeling socially isolated, and between 5 and 15% of adolescents experience loneliness. So how can you build stronger relationships? Here are 12 science-backed techniques anyone can implement today to build deeper, more meaningful relationships. Secret 1. Practice active listening, not just waiting to talk. The most basic of all human needs is the need to understand and be understood. The best way to understand people is to listen to them. Ralph G. Nichols. The science is compelling. When listeners avoid interrupting and instead ask thoughtful follow-up questions, people report feeling 70% closer to the listener. This happens because true listening creates psychological safety, that rare feeling that you can express yourself without judgment. But here's what's fascinating. Genuine listening is surprisingly rare. So, in your next conversation, resist the urge to formulate your response while the other person is speaking. Instead, try saying, "Wait, tell me more about that," when they finish a thought. And please, put your phone face down. Those notifications can wait. Remember, there's a profound difference between merely hearing someone and truly listening to them. Secret 2. Embrace the 5-to-1 ratio in conflict. For every negative interaction during conflict, a stable and happy marriage has 5 or more positive interactions. John Gottman. Dr. Gottman's insight comes from decades studying what makes relationships last. One of his research findings is remarkable: the magic 5-to-1 ratio. Conflict is inevitable in every relationship, but successful couples balance each negative moment with at least 5 positive ones. This ratio creates emotional stability even during disagreements. Before bringing up something that bothers you about your partner's behavior, first give a genuine compliment or express appreciation. This isn't manipulation, it's creating balance. Remember that criticism without appreciation creates defensiveness, while criticism within a generally positive relationship leads to growth. Secret 3. Ask deeper questions. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in others than in 2 years by trying to get others interested in you. Dale Carnegie. This approach is backed by fascinating research. Psychologist Arthur Aarons and his team found that strangers who asked each other progressively deeper personal questions like, "What's your most treasured memory?" developed significantly stronger connections than those who stuck to small talk. These questions create the psychological intimacy that typically takes months to develop. Try this tonight. Instead of asking, "How was your day?" try, "What's something you've been thinking about lately that you haven't shared with me?" Watch as the conversation transforms from routine to revealing. Secret 4. Share vulnerabilities, not just victories. Vulnerability is the birthplace of connection. Brené Brown. We've all done it. Crafted the perfect social media post highlighting our achievements while hiding our struggles. But Brown's research reveals something counterintuitive. Sharing our insecurities builds trust faster than sharing our successes. Science shows that when we reveal our authentic struggles, like, "I'm worried I'm failing as a parent," others feel safe to share their own vulnerabilities. This reciprocal disclosure creates deeper connection than any highlight reel ever could. So next time someone asks how you're doing, resist saying, "I'm fine," if you're not. Try, "Actually, I'm feeling overwhelmed because..." It might feel uncomfortable at first, but that discomfort is the doorway to deeper connection. Secret number 5. Create micro moments of connection. The little things, the little moments, they aren't little. John Kabat-Zinn. Psychologist Barbara Fredrickson discovered something fascinating in her research. Relationships don't strengthen primarily through major life events, but through tiny positive interactions, what she calls micro moments of connection. These brief exchanges, a shared laugh over an inside joke, a supportive text, a knowing glance across a room, actually change our biochemistry, releasing oxytocin that strengthens our bond with others. For today, send a meme that made you think of someone. Leave a post-it note with a word of encouragement. These seemingly small gestures accumulate to create relationship resilience. Secret 6. Prioritize face-to-face over face-to-screen. Technology is a useful servant but a dangerous master. Christian Luce Lang. The research is clear. Despite social media promising connection, heavy use correlates strongly with increased feelings of loneliness. A University of Pittsburgh study found that people who spend more than 2 hours daily on social platforms were twice as likely to feel socially isolated. But why? Digital communication lacks the nonverbal cues, eye contact, microexpressions, physical touch, that our brains have evolved to need. In-person interaction triggers oxytocin release in ways that digital communication simply cannot match. Try this. Identify 15 minutes you typically spend scrolling and schedule a quick walk, phone call, or coffee meeting instead. Your notifications will still be there afterward. Secret 7. Practice gratitude tagging. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. William Arthur Ward. Unexpressed appreciation is a missed opportunity for connection. Research from 2014 found that specifically thanking someone for their actions or qualities increases relationship satisfaction for both the giver and receiver of gratitude. What makes this powerful is the specificity. I appreciate that you listened to me vent yesterday. Feels more authentic than a generic, thanks for everything. Try this. Text someone right now with this template. Hey, I've been meaning to tell you that I really appreciate specific thing they did or quality they have. No fancy language needed, just sincere acknowledgement. Secret 8. Adopt the 2-minute rule for repair. It's not the depth of the hurt, but the delay in repair that destroys relationships. Dr. Becky Kennedy. Research shows that the longer conflicts linger unaddressed, the more difficult they become to resolve. Couples who repair disagreements within 24 hours report significantly higher relationship satisfaction and lower divorce rates. Try this. After a disagreement, be the first to say, "Can we reset? I don't want this to hang over us." Even if you're still irritated, initiating repair prevents minor issues from becoming major rifts. Secret 9. Cultivate emotional mirroring. We are all mirrors to each other's moods. Esther Perel. Neuroscience has discovered mirror neurons that activate when we observe others' emotions, allowing us to literally feel what they feel. This limbic resonance creates unconscious rapport when we mirror someone's body language and emotional tone. When you subtly match someone's posture, speaking pace, and energy level, their brain registers you as emotionally in sync, building trust at a neurological level. Practice this. In your next conversation, notice the other person's posture and energy. If they lean forward, gradually do the same. Match their conversational pace. This isn't manipulation, it's creating nonverbal harmony that deepens connection. Secret 10. Schedule boredom time together. Love does not consist of gazing at each other, but in looking outward together in the same direction. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Relationship research suggests that couples who regularly do mundane activities together report higher intimacy than those who only interact during special occasions. This week's challenge. Invite your partner or friend to join you for something ordinary, preparing dinner or running errands. These shared routines create a relationship foundation stronger than any fancy dinner reservation. Secret 11. Use the 3-day check-in rule. Attention is the rarest and purest form of generosity. Simone Weil. A 2020 study discovered that relationships begin feeling disconnected when communication gaps exceed 3 days. Regular check-ins, even brief ones, Maintain emotional continuity that prevents relationships from feeling like they're constantly restarting. Consistent connection, even in small doses, prevents the emotional distance that longer gaps create. A simple way to do this is to set a reminder to check in every 3 days with important people in your life. A voice message, quick call, or text asking "How's your week really going?" maintains the connection between deeper conversations. Secret 12. Celebrate their wins like they're yours. Happiness held is the seed. Happiness shared is the flower. John Harrigan. Psychologists call this active, constructive responding, reacting to others' good news with genuine enthusiasm rather than passive acknowledgement. Research in psychological science found this response style to be the strongest predictor of relationship satisfaction and longevity. You create what researchers call capitalization, the amplification of positive emotions through sharing. Try this today. When someone shares good news, respond with energetic curiosity. "That's fantastic. How did it happen? How do you feel about it?" This response strengthens your bond more than any gift could. Now, if you've found these science-backed strategies helpful, please hit that subscribe button and share this video with someone whose relationship matters to you. Also, leave a comment about which strategy resonates most with your experience. Until next time.